Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan Battle video, and today we are going to take a look at the new tech androids that just dropped on Global. I know it's not as hype as the anniversary, but I am excited to get them. I did end up getting them to 69%. I was pretty lucky early in my summons, not so lucky later in my summons, but I will take the 69%. We are going to do a dual showcase today. I'm also going to showcase them with the Dr. Gero and 19 units, so we're going to look at them as well. So their leader skill, unfortunately, is a bit underwhelming. It's Worldwide Chaos or Future Saga, which the thing that's so disappointing about this is these leader skills don't run like most of the androids that they work well with. It would have been just nice and easy as simple if they would have just made them androids leaders. These guys would have made a fantastic android leader, because right now the best android leader is probably Android 13, and he transforms automatically and loses the support passive. So these guys, at least as like rainbow orb changers or just as orb changers, I think we'll double check. I don't remember if they're tech. I think they're tech orb changers, but we'll double check that. But yeah, like these guys as orb changers would at least be good, because they're obviously fantastic on rotation, but you could run them as floating orb changers if you wanted to support other units as better androids come out, right? So I really like these guys better as the leader. It's just their leader skill isn't there. Something I'm hoping for is that when the new Dragon Ball Super Hero movie comes out, since we know Red Ribbon Army is a big part of it, I'm hoping they do some type of maybe Red Ribbon Army category with like a really good leader that then would encompass this and all of the other androids we want to run, right? So we'll see. So their passive raises attack and defense for 1 turn, does immense damage and seals. So sealing is very good. By the way, they are a very good Super Battle Road unit, not just because of the sealing, but you'll find out why in a second. So yeah, they have this giant paragraph of a passive. So their attack 170 and defense 180. They randomly change key spheres of a certain type, tech excluded to tech. So they are tech orb changers, which is good. Plus an additional attack and defense 35% per tech key sphere obtained. So it's very good that they're changing their own orbs. They get way stronger when grabbing tech orbs. So we'll probably try some turns where we don't get tech orbs and see if they're like a little underwhelming or how they're looking there. They get an additional attack 18% and defense 17 key. Defense per key sphere obtained. Plus an additional attack plus 70% with 7 or more key spheres obtained. And an additional defense plus 80 defense with 8 or more key spheres obtained. Okay, so there's a lot to unpack here. All right, so just let me read this one more time here. Okay, so basically that attack 18 and defense 17, that's what they get for non-tech orbs. For tech orbs, they get 35. So if you grab a big field of tech and there's some rainbows in there, the rainbows will give you the 18 and the 17. If you're grabbing like all STR orbs, then you're only getting the 18 and 17. So they're only going to be looking about half as good. Basically, the tech orbs are twice as good for them as the other orbs are, right? So that's what that first part is. Then they get an additional attack plus 70% with 7 or more key spheres and defense 80 with 8 or more. So if you get 8 or more key spheres, they are going to be looking really, really good, right? There's going to be a huge jump from like 6 or lower to like 7 and 8 or higher, right? He gets an additional 1 key per rainbow key sphere obtained. That's not the biggest deal. I don't think these guys are really going to struggle for key. They launched an additional super attack if HP is 35% or less when attacking. That's something that basically you just don't even want to count that as their passive. Just consider that like an extra gravy on top. Like if you're in one of those random situations where you happen to be really low, but that's not something you really count on. I don't think I'm going to intentionally try to showcase that in the video. We'll see if it happens. This next part is pretty good though. Nullifies Ki Blast super attacks directed at the character for the duration of that turn. So if this character gets hit with any Ki Blast, they're just nullified. That's if your HP is 35% or more, which is basically all the time. So that's really good. Their active skill is the thing that I really love about them. So basically, if you're facing 1 enemy or 3 or more enemies, so basically if you're not facing 2 enemies, you basically just get a free Ghost Usher on an enemy. So for Super Battle Road, the combination that like turn 1, you can walk in and wipe a turn and then seal another enemy, that's pretty much locking down your first turn in a lot of situations. Not to mention that they're defensively good enough, you can put them in front of the 1 person left attacking, and you're probably going to be okay without an item. So anytime a unit, whether it be through their passive or active skill, if they can save you an item in really hard content, that's good, because part of what makes hard content so difficult is they limit your items, right? So right now I've got them fairly split at 9 additional and 8 crit. No equips on them yet, very low link level, right? And then we'll take a look at the Dr. Gero in 19 really quick. So they're a mini android's lead of 120. Their super attack effect raises attack and defense for 1 turn, does supreme damage, and recovers 10% HP. So they have HP recovery, which is really good. They get attack 200% and defense 190, plus an additional attack and defense 39%, and disables enemies' guard when performing a super attack. Androids category 3 key and 40%, so there's the support passive we want. They foresee an enemy's super attack when HP is 39% or less. So seeing where the super attacks are coming is very, very good. And then they absorb Ki Blast super attacks directed at the character, and they recover 39% of the damage's HP. So what is so crazy good about these guys is they're absorbing Ki Blast and healing. But on top of that, if you are in a pinch and your health is low, they can see where the super attack is, put themselves in front of it, and absorb it and heal, which is absolutely insanity. So I think these guys may be the best banner unit in the game. If not, they're at least in the talks for best banner unit in the game, but they are looking very good to me. So I gave them a pretty even balance of additional crit as well. And then I did give them a couple of crit. The reason why I gave them the crit equips is I just have so many int crit equips. I'm like, yeah, I went basically a bunch of additional in the passive, and then I added the extra equips and crit. And then once again, very lowly link leveled, right? So, all right, let's hop in and let's see how they can do. So turn 1, we've got the tech androids here. Dr. Gero in 19, we're going to run on rotation with the tech androids. They share like 4 links, which is pretty good, especially considering like we're getting the support all the time. Not to mention I could put the 18 and 17 in the middle and grab a link from the slot 3 unit as well. So they could be looking pretty good there. So they are 171k starter turn defense. They haven't grabbed any orbs yet, right? So let's do this. We'll do the 18 and Krillin here. I've got to try to get to my tech orbs. So I think if I grab this, some tech orbs are going to drop. All right, so we're going to get a little look here. So let's grab this set. So we're going to get 4 tech orbs. So we're just going to see how they look with 4 tech orbs. Not very much. And yeah, 257k defense. And they're raising attack and defense on super attack. So yeah, they're already going to be over 300k defense. That was only 4 tech orbs. So that's actually pretty good. And they're only 69%, right? All right, let's see what they're looking like turn 1. Let's see if I invested my stones wisely. Probably not. They're still really good, but with the anniversary, I definitely probably should have saved, right? Yeah, 4 mil. I mean, 4 mil considering they're only 69%. They're absorbing Ki Blast super attacks. They have the Ghost Usher in their back pocket. They seal. Yeah, they got a lot going good for them. They're orb changing. Yeah, that was a pretty good first turn. We'll see what they're looking like on future turns here. All right, we're going to leave Android 13 on rotation. We'll float the sell off. I'm going to try to leave tech orbs near the bottom just so I know I've got tech orbs to grab. And in this situation, I'm going to hope we transform maybe the AGL pile. We'll see. Whenever it's random, it's harder to plan for. The one benefit about units that change a specific type, and I see this a lot when I'm doing like punching bag trials, is I kind of like when I know what they're going to change, because then I can set up the orbs. That means there's 2 orbs I can save for the next turn and know what they're going to get. Actually, 3 mil for these guys isn't that bad. I like these guys because they're like a support unit. They're just 2 key and attack 40%, but I think with an EZA, they're going to give them defense support as well, and they're going to be hitting a lot harder, but that wasn't bad. I mean, they were double supported. I mean, technically triple supported because they support themselves. All right, so this is the turn we want here. So, yeah, there's 4 links. Yeah, we're going to get 5 out of 7 links for attacking in the middle, but actually, yeah, let's do that, because I'm going to let Dr. Gero and 19 take a turn here. So they're at 168k defense, which for support unit start a turn, that's fine. And they are raising defense on super as well. So as a support unit, if you're running them in slot 3, I think that defensive stat is okay. Obviously, they could easily get one shot in some of the really hard content. But I mean, there are a lot of units that get one shot in really hard content, right? All right, what's our attack stat? Yeah, 2.8. I mean, when you're a support unit and you're hitting like 3 mil plus, that's really good. That's like Garlic Jr., third form cell. Like, that's in that territory. With the fact that they're absorbing Ki Blast, they're healing on the absorption. They have the chance to foresee super attacks, right? I'm hoping we can get it in the video. I'll have to look at some of these Gokus to see like what type of super. I thought it told you what type of super attack they had up here. It doesn't apparently. So we'll just have to hope we take a Kamehameha to the face and can absorb it at some point, right? I know like the God Goku, he's for sure physical attack. Because I remember I came in here with my LR Tech Gogeta showcase, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to get the nullification. It's never going to happen. And then it just like naturally happened on that God Goku. And I was like, what? Dodge? I didn't give him dodge. And it was like, oh, that's the nullification. It's pretty crazy. So yeah, sometimes it happens like that. But yeah, so far just like this first glimpse of like one turn of each, like yeah, they're very, very good. The part that's really unfortunate is that I don't have the lead I want to run, right? So my choices are Android 13, who's probably the best lead to run, but he's a little underwhelming as a unit. If he could stay as a support unit, I would take it. These LR androids, I could run them as the lead, but they're only a 150. I could run Int Cell for like Cell Saga, but they're only a 150 lead. And then Super 17 is only a 150 lead. It's like I want a 170 lead. Well, now that JP's a thing, I want a 200 lead. That's what I really want. Give me a 200 lead, actually. Okay, so we want to open up some tech orbs. I did bring orb changing, by the way, so we'll definitely check that out at some point. So let's do Gero 19, and who knows, maybe Goku will super him, and I think this Goku just does a Kamehameha. This is the stage 2 of the transforming Goku, so I believe it's just a Kamehameha. By the way, the android's active skill has been sitting there this whole time, so just at any point that I want to, I can Ghost Usher. So we'll think about that as well. So let's grab 3 tech orbs. And defensively, yeah, 225k defense for only 3 orbs is pretty good. We've actually gotten kind of unlucky with the orbs, so as soon as we get a big turn with orbs, and like I said, I can artificially orb change a turn and see what they're doing. All right, so yeah, 2.7. I mean, I definitely like these guys hitting close to 3 mil every turn. That's not bad at all, considering all that they're doing. No additional, okay, perfect. And then, yeah, about 3.75. So the androids on these kind of like minimum turns hitting close to 4 mil, not nearly like their max at what they can be. That's pretty good. They're looking really good to me, actually. Because I know as soon as we grab a bunch of orbs, their attack stat's going to be crazy. Because here's the thing. Once you hit that 7 orb, their attack shoots up. And once you hit the 8 orbs, then their defense shoots up. So we definitely got to see that. So here's the thing. Even if you're not getting tech orbs, I would prioritize getting the 7 or 8. Because those buffs are going to be very significant. Yeah, so now here the Android 13's transforming. So now they're going to be an ugly rotation. We'll just let them sit. I actually wish I could Ghost Usher here. Sure, the friend one's got, well, yeah, they're the same, actually. Okay, so I'm going to try to leave a lot of the same color up. Well, no, let's just do this. Because we don't know what they're going to change, right? So if I bang too much on one color, it might be bad. All right, we're going to try to get a little pot of 3 there and hope we get some decent orb changing here next turn. And of course, Android 13 gets super. Why couldn't that have been on Dr. Gero? That would have been perfect to get the absorption there. That would have been really nice to see. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting a little low on health just to see. You know, we could see the androids get the guaranteed additional. We could see the enemy super attack, being able to foresee that with 19 and 20. Like, a couple of good things can happen if we dip in the 30% range, right? All right. And then, I mean, this shouldn't kill Goku unless she crits. If she crits, it might. Let's see. No. Okay, we're good here. Okay. So what are our orbs looking like? All right, there's a nice little pod. But you're going to see it's not common to get 8. We did get 7, though. All right, so we're going to put the androids in the front here. Because Dr. Gero might take them out, and I don't want to take that risk, right? So let's grab 7 orbs. Okay, 7 tech orbs. We full healed. That's the other thing, right? So 19 and 20 are healing. The androids defensively are going to be healing a lot on tech orb. And if the 19 and 20 absorb, they heal even more. So, like, this team's going to save you healing items as well, especially in long events. So, yeah, about 300k defense right there. And that was without the extra 80%. So, if there was an 8th orb, that would have gone up another 80%. At that point, then, what, we're pushing 450? Like, some really insane number, like that they're basically untouchable at that point. So, yeah, that's pretty good. Let's see what their attack stat, though. We do have the extra 70% here. So the attack stat's going to be looking a lot better. Let's see. Okay, double digits, double digits. Okay, 5.6. So we definitely saw a spike there. And 5.6 is definitely, considering we're 69%, That's pretty good attack stat. I'll take that. I think that just the Ki Blast nullification is such a valuable part of what they do, right? All right, I want to do one more turn here at least. Let's do orb changing on the next turn. I know we're not going to see super attack nullification, so what we might do on the next turn is let's pop the active skill. We'll take away one of God Goku's turns, because this guy does the dragon punch or whatever, the dragon fist. They have this thing. This definitely is not a Ki Blast. So that is not going to be good for us. All right, I actually don't mind taking some damage. Yeah, we're not going to be in the 35% range, although we could see some healing here, right? Because Dr. Gero and 19, they heal on super, and then they heal when they absorb. They won't be absorbing heal, but healing on super can be helpful. And then if we get a lot of, well, we're going to get a lot of tech orbs, because I'm going to orb change. So we're probably going to full heal on tech orbs here this next turn. Okay. Okay. Yep. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. So yeah, our health is pretty low. Do we have the foresee super attack? We do not. We're at we're right there. We're at 40%, I think, and I think we have to be like below 39 or lower. I can tell I'm just a hair over 40%, so I don't think we're foreseeing super attacks here. But it doesn't matter, because we can do this. We'll go ahead and wipe the turn here. Now, the bad part about this active skill, because it's active right away, when you are link leveling in auto, this is going to play right away. Like, they're always going to activate this, but I believe you can go in the settings and turn this off. It's not skippable once it starts, but if you go in the settings, I do believe you can turn it off. So I recommend doing that when you link level. I'm going to link level them for sure, and I'm going to have to turn that off, right? Okay, so the orbs aren't great here, but that's okay. Let's go in the middle slot. I mean, yeah, I want more links. But are Gero and 18 gonna ruin my, or 19 gonna ruin my fun? I'm actually worried. Gero and 19, if they double crit, double super, because they've got type advantage here. I'm gonna go in slot 1 just to be safe. So let's start with STR. And then we're gonna go physical. Then we're gonna go int. Okay, and then we're gonna go tech. And then we should have a nice fat field here. All right, so this is going to be a very much fabricated turn, right? So 19, we can get 20 in the middle. Sure, 20 orbs. All right, so 20 orbs. It looked like, I think 18 of them are tech. Yeah, 540k defense. That's pretty good. Plus, they're gaining defense on super, right? That's the thing you have to remember. They're getting more defense on super. So you kind of have to look at their defense at three ways, right? There's the starter turn defense, there's the after orb defense, and then there's the after orb and super attack defense, which is what you're actually going to be seeing after they super, right? So then 19 and 20, they're just at 100. I mean, they're fairly consistent, right? So they're basically going to be in the 2.7, 2.8 mil range, about 180k defense, but they gain defense on super, so probably like just over 200k, and a 9 mil attack stat at 69%. So that's pretty good. Not a realistic turn, though. But I would be curious. I think 17 and 18, maybe if I had one more dupe, but they might be able to do the punching bag. I haven't seen any runs. I'm sure people have attempted runs, but they definitely are candidate for punching bag, I think. They definitely are. Okay. So let's just we'll do one more turn and just see if we can happen to get a super attack nullification, but if not, we'll end it there. And we'll kind of just see like what one more natural turn might look like with these guys. So, yeah, let me know how your summons went if you summon for them. I definitely do not blame you if you do not summon, because JP is just crazy hype right now. The one thing I did want to mention, though, about like the Dragon Ball superhero movie, very high chance that could be a joint celebration. And then the other thing is like Saiyan Day, that could also be joint celebration. I'm really curious, and you guys have to let me know what you think, but on JP, I'm curious now what the leader skill trend is going to be. Are we completely done with the standard 170 lead? So now that they've dropped this new 200% meta, basically, is the next Dokkanfest going to have the 200% thing? Is this going to be everything moving forward? Or are they going to only save it for Dokkanfest LRs? Maybe. But if they're going to take the thing that like, all right, we're in a new category lead meta and we're going to do this all the way through, then if they do a joint celebration in the spring, there's a very high chance Global gets a different leader skill before the anniversary ones that will have the 200%. And I'm kind of excited for that, right? Okay, what do we got here? So we could grab 7 orbs with tech androids right away. Um, I'm going to put Gero and 19 in the front. Although this Goku, I'm pretty sure, does a physical super attack. That's fine. We'll put him in the front right away. Um, let's see what we're looking like with like 7 AGL orbs. Yeah, let's look at 7 AGL orbs here. Okay, and then the defense is, yeah, 232. So yeah, getting that extra defense for 8 orbs, we saw that was huge, right? Because we were like well over 500k defense when we got that. Plus, we had a ton more orbs, but that 80% spike is really huge. All right, what do we got here? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this Goku does a big punchy punch attack, so I don't think we would nullify it anyways. I'm trying to remember, is UI Goku? I think UI Goku is also physical. Yeah, I think both the UI Gokus are physical. I don't know if they're super or not. I know they both like punch first and then do like Kamehameha things, but I don't know. We're gonna make this the last turn because I could be here all day trying to get the nullification off. All right. Well, I mean 4.5. That was with AGL. We got 4.5, and that was with AGL. So that's where you can see that 70% attack buff is significant, and it is worth grabbing non-tech orbs. If you can get at least 7 of a different color. So there you go, guys. There are the androids. There's Dr. Gero. I should have regrets about summoning, but I don't. I'm happy to have them. Plus, I rainbowed the Kid Gohan, so I'm going to do another video on him, by the way. So anyways, let me know how you guys are liking the androids, if you summon or not. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.